YouTube, what's going on? It's your boy Max here, bringing you guys a brand new video, man. Today I got something a little bit different for y'all. No gameplay, nothing like that, man. This is basically just I've seen some people recently with questions like, oh, I'm losing on twos, I can't stop the screens. And it's basically like a little, basic ass video teaching you guys how to win on twos with defense. I'm gonna make one with offense, I'm gonna make one with defense, because I see that a lot of you guys have trouble winning, but this is how you defend on twos. Now on twos, the biggest combination that you'll see is a glass cleaner and then some sort of a ball handling rule. So it's like maybe a 6-2 speed boosting sharp, or maybe a playmaker, a point forward, right? And those usually people don't know how to defend those combos, and basically it's really easy. So I have a little key set up here. The X is the guard and the O is the center, right? So usually the X, whatever, guard will have the ball, and center will come set him a big body right here, right? So center set him a big body. He'll go around the screen, whatever. Now usually he'll maybe come up to the midi right here and pull up for a mid-range, right? Because when the center sets the screen, he gets pick and roll maestro boost, mid-range deadeye, whatever other badge he has. He'll usually make those. 90% of the time he'll make those. Or he'll run around, he'll run around over here, and the center will cut in, and they'll run a pick and roll. Now this is really easy to stop. So I'll draw another X in maybe, I don't know, I'll draw it in red. So I'll draw another X, and this is the guard guarding him, and this is the center guarding him. Now, hold on, let me make that better. So now you also have to look at what kind of a center you're guarding. So if it's a stretch, this will be a little bit different, but we're gonna start off with glass cleaners, and then I'll go a little bit more in depth. So in this case, when you get cut off by the screen, a crucial thing is don't run into the screen. Try to avoid the screen if you can, because when you run into it, he gets a boost off of you running into the screen, plus there's a chance that you could get knocked down with Hall of Fame bruiser, Hall of Fame brick wall. So if you can, try to avoid the screen. Now when you avoid the screen, what you're going to want to do as the guard is roll into the paint, and your center is going to want to pick up on the guard. So when the other team's guard rolls around, the center will be there to stop him, and you can get into the paint. Now you're wondering, how am I supposed to hold the glass cleaner? Well, it's easy. So basically, when the glass cleaner's in, just kind of spam square on him, try to draw the foul or try to get the steal. When he takes it up and you're spamming square, you usually get the steal or X, whatever, if you're on PS4. Now if it's a stretch big, it's a little bit different. So the stretch big, they have Hall of Fame pick and popper, so you can't leave them open. So what you're going to want to do is, you as the person guarding this, you're going to want to stay you're going to want to play sides. So think about splitting up the court kind of down the middle, right? Your job as the X right here is to kind of guard this perimeter, but also watch out for the cut, because off the pick, he can do two things. He can either roll, or he can go to the 3. Now, if it's a stretch big, I would kind of gamble and roll out onto the 3 instead of rolling in, because, this guy can always, pick up, and then you can always pick up on the playmaker or point forward, whoever's handling the ball, or the sharpshooter. The center in this case is going to either want to, roll with him and try to make sure, he gets a stop there. Now, also, something important to note is that if this is a sharpshooter, what you could try to do as the guard guarding him is go around. You could try to go around the screen behind him and play behind him. And, this is good because the center for the other team will most likely roll, where he'll get cut off by this guy, and then you'll be there. If he runs over and starts sitting more screens, your center can, run over here and help him, so that when he gets here, your center's already there waiting to, stop the 3, and you can roll into the paint if it's a glass cleaner, if it's a stretch big. So, that's mainly it, but I wanted to go over some other things. So I'll just start off with this for now. Just blank. Let's say you have 2 guards. You're guarding 2 guards, right? Now, mostly what these guys are going to try to do is run ISO ball. Now, a really important thing about ISO ball, there's a few things you guys should know. A, when you're guarding a playmaker or a point forward, unless they're super patch made, they're not going to be able to shoot their shots from 3 consistently. So it's it's okay to give them kind of space. Don't play here, I'll draw in red again as the defenders. Don't play super close up on them. You're gonna want to you're gonna want to give them some space. Maybe give them some space if they're deep at the 3 backup. Don't guard them close on, because that's all they have to do is kind of just speed boost past you. And this is where this comes in handy, right? These guys, these playmakers or whatever, point forwards, they're almost always going to try to get bailed out by going down the baseline. So make sure that if you can, as a defender, you play smart and you always try to, kind of cut off this baseline. Deny them access. Don't let them go baseline, because that's where they have the easiest chance. Also, if you can, try to deny them the corner, because that's where they have the highest chance of scoring a 3. Like I said, basically for this, it's just really important to make sure they don't go baseline. And remember that off of a screen, these guys, the guards, whatever, playmakers or point forwards, they usually have Hall of Fame pick and roll maestro, because it's a really easy badge to get. When you set them a screen and they shoot off that, they're probably gonna make it. So if you don't want that to register, like I said earlier, here what you're gonna want to do is, let's say somebody sets them a screen, right? And you, the defender, I'll draw it in red again, being right here. What you're going to want to do is, instead of running into the screen or trying to go around the screen, you're going to want to just run around and follow him and try to harass him right there, because a lot of the times he'll try to zigzag and you'll be able to steal the ball from him if he goes back around this way. And as long as your pick and roll IQ is good and your center, wow, that was a really bad attempt to know, and your center can cut over here, or he can defend the pick and pop from the corners, as long as you guys, communicate on defense, you should be able to win. It's really easy to win on 2s, but yeah, just a little quick video. I didn't know if you guys would want to, see something like this. If you guys would, be sure to leave a like. This is kind of just how to defend the pick and roll in general and how to get easy wins on 2s. Because 2s, man, it's the same shit over and over again. It's screens, and if it's an ISO, they're probably gonna go baseline. If they don't go baseline, it's just pick up defense, basically. Learn how to, pick up each other's mans, and just like that, you guys should be getting easy wins. But if you guys enjoyed, be sure to leave a like. Nice and quick video for you guys, and that's pretty much it. This has been Max, and I'll see you guys in the next one. Peace.